This is the data that we collected using the drone. As we flew over Bulverde Airport, we captured information that I want to show you here. These are the buildings, the hangars, and information about each individual hangar that I'm collecting for you. You can see these red points at the entry to each of those hangars. Those have information about the hangar number and also a photograph. I could also see information about the individual hangar spaces. So if I wanted to see a photograph, I could just click the link and it would take me to the photograph there. Let's zoom into hangar, I think it's 54. And you can see some issues with the labeling, so you might want to change the labels for your hangars. You can tell here that there's some confusion about what that actual hangar number is. We can tie to a lease management system for those hangars as well, see who's leasing what. Also mapping all the runway lights and signs and markings, we can do that in 2 and 3D. You can render those things in, so it has a real reality look and feel to it. Information about when that light was serviced, when was the last time it broke, information like that can be put in there as well. Zoom out and look at the infield, those grassy areas that you cut. You could associate with those any information about the last time it was cut, how much yield there was, how much chemical, herbicide, pesticide, and fertilizer you put on those through time. It'll help you manage those spaces as well. So you can see those details easily just by clicking on them. And if you have names or numbers for each of those sections where you cut the grass, you can include those as well. These are the approach surfaces. As the pilot comes in, they're flying this approach surface. And one thing you can do, we'll see here, is the ability to identify obstacles or terrain that might extend into those protected airspaces. And obviously these trees do that as well. So there are some hazards associated with those approach surfaces, but we all know that. It's just being able to render them and see them in 3D. Let's have a look at this light pole that even exists. It's going to be just here to the south side of that surface. You can see that light pole there. Likewise, if we are flying in to the north, there's some concerns for the trees that are, you can see, poking into protected airspace. There is one tall tower that's not too far away from the airport, and of course pilots need to be aware of that. So any obstacle that's on or near the airport can be seen here, like these tall trees that stick into that protected airspace. So they are actually too tall. If you wanted to maintain this visual approach per the FAA standards, you have to top those trees. These are some high powered lines that don't really pose a threat, but it's nice to know that they're there if you're flying low.